welcome back to the channel. Last video you heard a lot of this. And just this morning I got a comment that said this. So today we are going to dig into the carburetors, we're going to clean them up, we're going to get those jets pulled out and we're going to look at them, put some carb cleaner in them. So that's the plan today. The mullet man before me wrenching on this thing probably didn't adjust the carbs very well either. I bet you they're just totally out of adjustment even if they're not, you know, clogged up or dirty. Yeah, we're going to reverse all his mistakes today and we're going to do it right. We're going to pull the carbs off, we're going to look through them, we're going to clean them as best we can. We're going to put them back together, we're going to install them, we're going to tune it correctly, and hopefully it fires right up. Then the only problem that we have to face is the starting mechanism, which I think I know what's wrong. I think because the guy before me also installed the wrong screw that holds the the catapult arm thing to the little stick that pulls out the freaking starter idle gear number 2. Whatever. He got the wrong screw for that, and I think that the screw that was added and that I added because his screw was all stripped anyway, I don't think it's the right one. And I think once I replace that, it's gonna pull the little gear about that much farther, and I think that's all it needs. So, we're getting this worked out. Let's get those carbs off. Let's do this thing. Oh yeah, and make sure to freaking subscribe. We're gonna get this thing running today. That's what I said last time too. You know what, it did run for a couple strokes, like 10 times, but so technically I didn't lie. How about that? A lot of people, when they're taking the carbs off this model bike, kind of unscrew things and unscrew everything and pull it out, but what they don't realize is the easy way to do this is actually just smack it with a hammer and it comes right off. Alright, and with the carbs off, we can get to freaking work, and this is the first time doing it, so hopefully it goes well. I've only worked on dirt bike carbs pretty much, so this is going to be a new experience for me, but I want to get this thing running well, so let's do it. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you the dirtiest carbs I have ever seen. There's like a thick sludge around everything. Like, look at that. It's almost crystallizing in there. It's so bad. It's, yeah, never seen a carburetor this dirty before. That's just gross. I think we found our problem, why it's not idling. So let's jump into this, tear this whole thing apart, clean it, and the bike will run. I'm excited. I was using a center punch to get this stupid pin out, this pin right here. It was so frozen in there that nothing I did would get that thing out. So I just bought a center punch. This is brilliant, like this is awesome. Except the thing is nobody told me this was gonna break the stupid thing off. So yeah, that's what happened. The small jet here, the head also stripped out. It is so frozen in there. Alright, well, I took the diaphragm out, and at least I know that it's not my fault that things are stripping out. Even this jet down here, the head is kind of chipped off on that one as well. So, at least I know I'm not screwing things up. It was just the previous people who went through this, and they probably tightened stuff way too hard. They probably really torqued those jets down in there, which you don't need to. You kind of just need them hand tight and just a tiny little bit tighter. Nice and snug, and that's it. They probably twisted those things in really hard with a screwdriver. I have confirmed that the jet that is stripped out, it's fine. It's not clogged up. I put a wire down it, ran some carb cleaner through it, and just kind of brushed out with the wire. We should be good on that. This jet's also not clogged up, and all the passageways seem to work. The float is also not clogged up. It is letting fuel through as much as it needs to. So I think we should be good. I'll just replicate the cleaning on this other carburetor. Yeah, let's get to it. I'm just gonna leave you guys to the time lapse. I don't want to bore you to death. So let's get to it. Let's do it. Alright, so I got the carbs back on and they're fitted up, both sides of course, and it's ready to have a potential first start. I also did, so the screw on the end of here, it had the wrong screw on it for the longest time, and this one is actually going to pull the idle gear to start the bike a little bit farther, about, I don't know, maybe a centimeter or so. So maybe that will stop the gears from grinding. I don't think it will, but it will help, and it is the right screw, so regardless, I did get the right screw. So I'm gonna put it back in, button this side back up, and we're gonna try to give it a start. I'm not expecting it to start, but we'll give it a shot. There's still some tuning to do. But hey, it idles now. Awesome. Let's see if it will do it again. Alright, lots of smoke, but it runs. Let it warm up. It hasn't run for a while, so it needs to warm up, and then I'll start revving it, and we'll diagnose from there. Oh, hi, buddy. There is a little bit of an oil leak. I'll show you guys really quick. And I was not concerned about that at all. But there is a little bit of an oil leak. And again, I didn't really button this up too well because I knew I'm going to be digging back into it in the near future here, because the starter needs to get looked at, starting mechanism. So The exhaust pipes are a little bit smoky right now, but that's to be expected after not running for a while. But I mean, it runs really smoothly. Yeah, that fired up really fast though. That's pretty impressive. Well, she runs. That's all I really wanted to know. So this is the exciting part. I get to start actually buying stuff for the bike and kind of moving forward with the build. I get to paint. I get to, get all the parts for it and really kind of just stylize it as I like now. There's more to do though. I'm definitely just gonna get an all original gasket kit for this engine. I can also see that there is a small leak underneath the oil filter cover. So I'll probably just get a gasket kit for this thing, tighten all the bolts down to spec. I know a lot of them are stripped out, or cross-threaded. There's a lot of cross-threaded ones too, so we'll see what we can do. But it should be fine. If worse comes to worse, I'll just chase the threads with the tapping kit, but we'll see. Alright guys, that is it for this episode. It was short and sweet. I hope you guys enjoyed watching it. If you guys want to support this channel, go ahead and visit my Teespring and my website. Links in the description. But until next time guys, I will see you in the next video. I did just open a new Teespring store for you guys to buy some cool stuff. CafeReassembly.com, all that kind of merch, all that kind of stuff. You guys can buy it now. You guys can support the channel because I know a few of you guys have been asking me about it. So if you want to support me, go ahead and check that stuff out. I do also have a brand new looking website. It's really pretty and fancy. If you want to click that link below, I am selling some decals, some 6-volt turn signals now, 6-volt tail lights as well. So like the full 6-volt setup for all those cafe builders out there who need the 6-volt components. You can now get them. You don't have to use a boost board, the 12-volt on your turn signal and stuff. I sell them. Hit me up. All right. I'll skip this ad for you guys.